Kuchisake Onna. This is either a blind person's biggest nightmare or biggest what the heck is wrong with this person type of situation. This is baffling because how does one answer this woman's question? Our blind man is here. They're walking down the streets of, let's say, Tokyo, and it's the middle of the night. It's quiet. There's barely any sound. They're alone. And suddenly they're approached by a woman who asks, "Am I pretty?" This is going to result in one of three reactions. They'll either halt, realizing she's talking to them, and give an answer, or they might halt, knowing she's talking to them and feel confused. Or they might just walk past her, not realizing that she's asking them the question. Now, it's unclear how the slit-mouthed woman would react to the third option if they just walked past with no reaction whatsoever, if she would continue to be persistent, or if she would realize, oh, they cannot see, and maybe decide for once to move on. That's very unclear. Let's say they did decide to actually stop. They'd likely be feeling very confused as to why some random lady is asking them this question. Most likely the response that this blind person is going to give is going to be something along the lines of, "I don't know, I can't see you." Now, considering responses like "I don't know" or "so-so" are very unclear to the slit-mouthed woman, it might leave her confused and thinking, giving them time to casually walk away and just leave. And there's the end of the interaction. Congratulations, our blind person has just accidentally escaped the slit-mouthed woman. However, it ain't over, as there's a chance that they could just, for the hell of it, give the answer of yeah, or yes, or sure, causing things to move further, which, well, then the slit-mouthed woman would remove her mask, revealing her face, her mouth cut open from ear to ear. And then she'll ask once more, "Am I pretty?" Now, the blind person likely isn't even going to react. They're probably going to be baffled as to why she's asking again. They most likely would reply again, yes, but in a more confused tone. Again, not understanding why she's repeating herself, which would lead to them being injured, an unfortunate outcome. It's highly unlikely for them to say no and end up being killed, as they don't have any real reason to. There is a chance of them again saying, "I don't know" at this point, and if the slit-mouthed woman can become confused even after the mask is off, then yeah, they could definitely still have an opportunity to get away. Same could actually be said with someone of legal blindness, actually, as they're not going to be able to fully make out the slit-mouthed woman's face. Not at all. They can get the shape of her, and they might say yes as a result of it, but overall, they might also say "I don't know," as they can't really see her either. There is a chance, however, that someone of legal blindness might try to see what she looks like to the best of their ability in order to give a genuine answer. This could result in them freaking out a bit if she has the mask off. They might actually be killable, or at least it might be more likely for them to be killed. Same can be said of someone of low vision, dependent on just how blurry their vision is. If they can still see her pretty clearly in their field of view, then yeah, it might be like the usual encounter with a sighted individual. If not, then it could be similar to how an encounter would go with someone of legal blindness. This is a peculiar situation to be in, and it's quite unclear what the results would be. For instance, how the slit-mouthed woman would even react or handle meeting somebody who can't even see her face no matter what. She's an entity that is entirely vision-based, so encountering somebody with no vision, it's odd. If you enjoy hearing about blindness and horror, then consider subscribing. I'll catch you on the next one.